moviegoers, and welcome to another edition of Have You Seen It? I'm your host, Denise, and this week I am reviewing the movie A Quiet Place, Day One. Shh. All right, folks, so if you have seen A Quiet Place 1 and 2, and you are a fan of both of those, then you need to get to the theater if you want to see this version of A Quiet Place. This installment stars Lupita Nyong'o and Joseph Quinn, and Jimon Hansu is also in this movie in a small role. So Lupita's character is Sam, and Joseph Quinn's character is Eric. So the movie starts, you see our heroine in a medical facility. She's in a hospice center because, we're not sure what her illness is, but it is terminal. And this is where we see her at the beginning of the movie. She is in one of, I guess many counseling sessions or therapy sessions that go on in a hospice environment. Now, as a hospice resident, she is one who is like, I know the end is coming. I'm just going through the motions with what we're doing right here. So she's a little rough around the edges. Not too much, but just in a state where enough is enough. I'm just here because I need to be here. So on this particular day, the hospital administrator or supervisor has said, we're taking a bus trip into the city. We're going to Manhattan and we're going to see a show. Okay. And she is reluctant to go at first, but the, supervisor says, encourages her to come along. And she is hoping that on this field trip, she gets to go and have pizza. He's like, if this can get you on the bus and get us going, we'll do that. So they travel into town, they go to the show, and then things begin to happen. So if you know about the aliens or the monsters and what makes them appear and what it is that triggers them, you know that it is sound, it is noise. And so once they enter the scene, they are in a destructive state of mind, just like in the other movies. It's chaos. You've got people, running for their lives, screaming, and you've got cars crashes, you've got destruction happening in Manhattan. And so you also see infrastructure being destroyed because, the only way that, you can get out of this situation, we can't have you, crossing bridges and all of those things, because this chaos is just going to move in a more destructive path. So we're trying to keep it all here, but still try to stay safe at the same time. So our character, Sam, in all of this confusion and chaos and madness, she's fearful, of course. And one thing I like about Lupita is that when she shows fear, if you've seen her in other movies where she has shown fear and she's scared and She doesn't know what's going on. It's all in her facial expressions and her eyes. So I'm sitting there watching the movie and, you know, she's scared, and then just her facial expression is scaring me, even though I know what's about to happen and what these aliens can do. So that's how, you know, once they hit the scene, you see all of this running and screaming and people just dying and getting snatched up because the noise, obviously, that they're making is creating more havoc, and more aliens are coming and they're just killing people all over the place. So fast forward, she does come across Eric, who has been kind of in all of the madness at some point been sucked into a flood situation where he barely survives, and that is how the two of them meet. And so as the movie goes, you know, you've got to be quiet. So there's a lot of tiptoeing around, and there's a lot of doing this, and there's a lot of, you know, making sure that we don't make any sound. So the crackling, stepping on, for example, broken glass, or just a piece of paper, anything can make noise, and people are scared for their lives. So that's basically the movie. However, in this movie, Sam still is in search of a slice of pizza through all of this madness. So not only going through all of this dust and this rubble and this water and this just, you know, situation that is just menacing, if you will, she is still in search for a slice of pizza. I won't give away the reason why this slice of pizza is so important to her. So the movie is about, it's not 2 hours, it's under 2 hours. You're able to stay with it because if you've seen the other two movies, you want to see how this plays out. Okay? So it's a good movie. I'd give it about a 6 or 7. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more, let's say, background on Eric. You know, he's, of course, amongst all of the other people in Manhattan at that time running for their lives, but because he is stuck to her like white on rice throughout the movie, we have a little bit more information about him. And then, two, the aliens themselves, a little bit more background on them and what makes them tick and why it makes them tick. Would have been, you know, nice. But, you know, if you like the other two, go ahead and go see this one and enjoy it for what it is. That is A Quiet Place Day 1. All right, folks, I am going to jump into my Nailed It for this week. And my Nailed It for this week is the movie White Nights and the dance scene between two of the greatest dancers to ever step foot on any stage, Mikhail Baryshnikov and the late Gregory Hines. Tap dance and ballet meet and intertwine for a fantastic dance scene between these two gentlemen. You know, Baryshnikov has got the ballet and Gregory Hines has the tap and the modern dance, and the two come together and create a very, very lovely dance scene between two gentlemen who were in Gregory Hines' situation and Mikhail Baryshnikov, two of the best dancers out there. So that is my Nailed It for this week. All right, folks, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit that like button And remember, we are available on every podcast platform in the universe. Just type in, "Have you seen it?" with Denise, and there I will be. All right, moviegoers, you know what to do. Until next week, I need you to see a movie because I'm going to see a movie. Until next week, bye-bye.